Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how Final Fantasy 16 content could fit into Kingdom Hearts 4 nicely. And I'm reading this off of Game Rant, so here we go. When Square Enix, the developer of Final Fantasy series, decided to partner with the Walt Disney Company to create Kingdom Hearts, not many would have assumed it was a perfect fit. The series has gone on to become a huge success, spawning two mainline sequels, as well as several spin-off titles, expanding the lore and the fourth game now announced. Leaning heavily on several Walt Disney movies and worlds, Kingdom Hearts pulls several themes and characters from the Final Fantasy series. Kingdom Hearts 4, with its seemingly darker look, appears to fit nicely with the similar tone of the display in the upcoming Final Fantasy 16. Should the two games cross over? So as you guys know, if you guys ask me what is Kingdom Hearts, I would say if Kingdom Hearts or if Disney and Final Fantasy went to the bedroom, got busy, and one of them got pregnant, Kingdom Hearts would be the child of Final Fantasy and the Walt Disney Company. I know that's a pretty disgusting metaphor, but that's the best one I can come up with. I get the point across too. Anywho, the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 4 was a welcome one for fans of the series. While it is likely to be some way off of the limited gameplay shown so far, a few things can already be determined. The world of Quadrome, in which Sora finds himself in a trailer, looks to be more realistic than anything players have seen from this franchise so far. It's not just the environment either, with Sora's physical look seemingly changed to accommodate this as well. His facial features, hair, and body all look more like a conventional human being's appearance than what fans have seen in the past entries. This move to bring the franchise a more realistic look and away from the cartoony appearance of the previous game is an interesting one. I admit it is. Final Fantasy 16 and Kingdom Hearts 4 seems to be a good fit. With both of these new features in their respective series, there seems to be a noticeably darker tone than usual. Kingdom Hearts shifting its visual aesthetics, however subtle, is an indication that series creator Tetsuya Nomura is hoping to move the game towards a mature audience. Because the franchise has such a close association with Walt Disney movies, it is assumed to be happy, cheerful series by its very nature, and this will be the reputation that could prove difficult to shake. Worlds such as Agrabah, Neverland, and One Track Woods are full of bold characters and vivid environments, with the people have come to associate with Disney movies. While Kingdom Hearts 4 is likely to feature a new list of Disney and Pixar worlds, the game will still need to walk the line carefully when it comes to creating the right tone. From what fans have been shown so far, Final Fantasy XVI's plot looks to be more personal than past games, with a story that looks to be centered around loss and grief and a move back to a traditional medieval fantasy setting. It's unlikely that the game will feature too many things to be cheerful about. This change shown, combined with Final Fantasy XVI's focus on more action-heavy gameplay, seems to be a mini reinvention of the beloved franchise. It's still too early to say how different it will be from the other entries, but one of the game's producers have already stated it will be impossible to please everyone with any potential narrative. Both Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are able to embark on new phases of their respective journeys. Final Fantasy XVI should release sometime in 2023, which is almost certainly before Kingdom Hearts 4. Should the latter once again borrow elements and characters from Final Fantasy, then fans should not rule out the possibility of seeing some of the Final Fantasy 16 characters appear alongside Sora to aid him in his quest. Now I'm not I don't know most about Final Fantasy because I never took to Final Fantasy. Between the two Square Enix properties, I always took more towards Kingdom Hearts than I did with Final Fantasy. And I do respect Final Fantasy. I have played a few Final Fantasy games, and I have respect for the series. Especially since, without Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts as we know it would not be the same. But, like I said, I got respect for Final Fantasy, so I don't know, like, how dark Final Fantasy has become, really. Like, the last game I played for Final Fantasy was the Final Fantasy VII HD Remake, and that was only because my brother gave it to me. If my brother didn't give it to me, I don't know if I would have played it. And it's not because I have anything against Final Fantasy, it's just I gravitated more towards Kingdom Hearts between the two. But this would be interesting, and I would actually be interested, if Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to go in a darker tone, and assume, from what I've heard, Final Fantasy 16 is going to go in a darker tone, then yes, Final Fantasy 16 and Kingdom Hearts 4 could collide in such a beautiful way, and I'll be open for that, and I'd be very, very interested and see how this goes. With that said, what do you guys think about this article? What do you guys think about Final Fantasy 16 and Kingdom Hearts 4 merging? Guys, like it, dislike, or anything about it. Let me know in the comment section down below. I know one criticism that Kingdom Hearts 3 had was that they didn't introduce or have any Final Fantasy characters until the Remind DLC. And admittedly, with being so used to seeing Final Fantasy characters in the mainstream games like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, it did to a certain extent feel weird not seeing like Cloud or Yuffie, Leon, Aerith, and Kingdom Hearts 4. 3, It did feel a bit weird. But I still enjoyed myself Kingdom Hearts 3. Sure, I was great to see them again in the Remind DLC, but I wasn't exactly too heartbroken not seeing the Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, because I thought, and that's kind of difficult, because, like I said, I'm not, if I had an attachment towards Final Fantasy, then I feel like I would have a different tune. But Final Fantasy, I don't know. I think, I don't know how I don't know. I understand the Final Fantasy fans' frustration for not seeing Final Fantasy characters in the majority of Kingdom Hearts 3. And there were moments that I'm replaying in my head where the Final Fantasy characters could have came in and helped Sora out a bit, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, again, this was the first game we didn't really get much of Radiant Garden as in terms of us visiting Radiant Garden. It was always in cutscenes with Sora, with Riku and Mickey for the most part, I feel like, so I don't know. With that said, I'm going to shut up. Let me know how you guys feel about Final Fantasy 16 and Kingdom Hearts 4 potentially combining. If you guys feel like that would be a nice fit. With that said, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you guys later. Later, taters.